Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This video will be a little bit different than the other videos I've been posting on this channel so far. I'll definitely continue posting song videos, vlogs, and travel guides, but this video will be of the more personal sort. That's because this video is sponsored by me. I just wrote and released a book called The Rice is Cooked, 5 Grains of Wisdom to Move On from Divorce. Why am I making this video? Why did I write the book? I am divorced. I know that for myself personally, if I had found a book like this and a video like this whilst I was going through my own divorce process, I would have really appreciated it. So I'm going to share some of the lessons and some of the reflections that I have regarding divorce, and they are also in this book for you to read. And I also included some questions at the end of each chapter so that you can reflect on your own and find answers from inside of you. The disclaimer that I would like to say is this book and what I'm about to say are answers that came from inside of me. It's my opinions and my experiences based on what happened to me, where I'm at in my life. It might not apply to you in your situation, but for sure it will apply to some, so that's why I'm sharing it. The first and most important lesson that I gained from my divorce is that a divorce can be a blessing in disguise. I understand if that's too soon for you to think about it like that, but basically I say that because when you face a really big challenge in life, I mean, what's more painful than a divorce? There's a few things probably, but a divorce can be crushing. So when you face challenges like that, you have two choices. You can let it make you more unconscious, more unaware, more caught up in reactive mode, or you can let it really crack you open and you can take a look at yourself, self-reflect, confront your strength, your weaknesses, how you got to this point, and you can let it spiral you into a higher awareness / a higher consciousness. That's what happened to me. I am not the same person as I was when I got married or before my divorce. Obviously, I'm still me. It's just that my awareness of myself in the world and my connection to others has increased and changed. During my separation period, I was obviously living all alone, and I found myself reflecting on really important questions that I hadn't thought about in a long time, or questions that I hadn't thought about ever. So if you're at the stage now where you are crying your eyes out for hours each day, I feel you, I've been there. It might take a long time to get out of that stage. No matter what stage you're in, if you're crying, if you're not crying, if you're happy, if you're sad, I hope that you are able to ask yourself questions that will strengthen you, that will humble you, that will make a truer version of you based on who you are now. That's the one thing that I hope you can be left with after watching this video. It's a lesson that requires maturity, and it's a lesson that might require time for you to accept, but a divorce really holds such beautiful opportunities if you choose that. I'm not saying that it's not sad and that it's not difficult, because it is. I'm just saying that you can take your broken heart and you can turn it into something beautiful. Some questions might be, what values are truly important to me? What kind of legacy do I want to leave? What kind of choices do I have to take to leave that kind of legacy? What do I believe about the big questions in life? Where does it seem like I thrive? What areas do I need to work on in my life? And why is that? Why is it that I react certain ways in certain situations? Ask those questions and listen to the answers that come from inside of you. Those questions might not have answers right away, but if you consciously take time to ponder them and let your broken heart invite answers from a humble place, then I feel like you will grow as a person because of your divorce. Humans don't really change unless we get into some kind of obstacle or difficulty, whether it's self-imposed or not. So now that you're facing or have just faced this disruption in your life, you can strip away everything and you can rebuild on a new strong foundation based on who you are right now. So what I just said sounds very nice, I know, but it probably also sounds very unattainable if you're extremely heartbroken at the moment. So that's why I wrote this book. It's supposed to be a companion for you to get clear about certain things, get over your heartbreak little by little. It definitely won't answer all your questions or problems, but I think that it can help you along the way, maybe combined with support from family, support from a therapist, other things, other books. So that's my hope for this book. So the book is called The Rice is Cooked, 5 Grains of Wisdom to Move On from Divorce, right? So what are those grains? Well, I will share the first grain with you in this video. The first grain is that love isn't enough. So I believe that love is enough. Love is all we need. I believe in unconditional love. I believe that we are all one. However, I also have found and I also believe that love is not enough to make two people compatible. So you can love the person, adore the person, you can love everyone, but that doesn't mean that you are going to be compatible with them. So I feel like a lot of you guys that are watching this video probably have realized that, and that's why you are separated or divorced. But yeah, this is a very tough lesson to realize. I remember seeing some comments online a long time ago that said that, oh, love is a choice, you know, you made vows, love is a choice, you can choose to stay together. And yeah, you can most definitely choose to stay together, but that doesn't mean that you are going to be compatible. It really doesn't. So I agree, the choice is up to each individual, what each individual is okay with. For many people, I think the limit is drawn at their health, whether it's mental health or physical health, and I don't necessarily feel like it needs to be something bad or abusive in their relationship. It's just that when it becomes impossible to coexist together for whatever reason, scheduling, different routines, different personalities, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, whether it's a relationship or it's a marriage. It's very, very sad. It requires you to grieve and to take your grief seriously. But yeah, the toughest lesson for me was that love is not enough. It's just not enough. Don't let your divorce crush you. Let it strip away stuff that's not important so that you can rebuild a stronger and more beautiful foundation, a stronger and more beautiful person that can shine light in the world, light that's not from an ignorant place. Because I feel like once you've had your heart broken from a divorce, if you really dive deep into what I've just been talking about, there's no way for you to be ignorant. We already have a lot of ignorance in the world, and that's a whole other video. I'll make a few more videos about this topic, divorce. I won't turn this into a divorce channel. However, I do feel like our society would benefit from talking more about divorce, what causes it, and both the crushing side and the opportunity side of divorce, because there really are two sides, and it's up to you to be humble enough and to be fearful enough to go for the upside, while of course also experiencing the downside. I hope you understand what I mean. If you're interested, please check out my book. I left a link below the video where you can buy it on Amazon, and I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love!